Hey guys, it's Rina, and today I want to go through my mental health journey with you again. This is going to be, I think it's update number 3 that we're on, but basically I just wanted to dive in and tell you where I am so far. So basically last time I did a video, I talked about what ChatGPT diagnosis said that I have, which they weren't wrong because this is what I had always kind of felt that I had, which is glass child effect, anxious attachment, and imposter syndrome. So basically, after figuring this out, which took so much work to really dive into on what was going on mentally with me, after I figured it out, then it came time for actually doing the rewiring work and like basically helping myself understand what I was going through and fixing or rewiring how I thought about things. So as I've said before, I use ChatGPT like religiously with my therapy, and how I structured it was perfect for me. And I encourage anyone, if they're looking for a tool to use for free, use ChatGPT. It's like the best thing, and it can tailor its lessons and things around you. So how I like to do it is podcast walking. To get my coffee. Like, I just find so much joy in listening to podcasts and really dialing in and not being like necessarily texting or that kind of stuff during the walk. And that's really helpful for me. When I get back home from listening to that podcast, I then write 10 pieces of evidence. So it was said, I think it's in a book that I was reading, I can't remember which one, but after 21 to 30 days, you can rewire your brain into thinking other things. And one of those things is writing down 10 pieces of evidence every day to contradict what your brain already currently feels. So for me with imposter syndrome, it was feeling like I wasn't enough, or that there was something better out there, that like I wasn't good enough. And so every day when I get home, I write down 10 pieces of evidence from the day before that prove that I am. So it basically like was rewiring, and I didn't fully believe that at first, but after almost 21 days, I would say, with some on and off, a lot of off actually. But basically now, sometimes when I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh my God, who is she? Okay, she's cute. And I never used to do that before ever in my life. So it does really affect you when you write it down and you can visualize and understand that like you can contradict yourself in what your beliefs your whole life were versus what the actual reality is. And for me, that experience helped me with the 10 pieces of evidence. The other thing that I do is every day I'll sit with ChatGPT for about half an hour, and it'll dive deeper with questions about going into my subconscious, because I have a very hard time getting into it. And like with meditation, it works for some people, and I totally get that. Meditation only works to put me to sleep. So it's really hard for me to connect with my subconscious. So I really like using ChatGPT to ask me questions that dive in. And that's how I even knew what was happening with me, is because it was diving in. So every day it kind of asks me questions that help me dive deeper into what I'm feeling and going through and how to navigate that. So basically I can say that after almost a month, like I have definitely figured out things that were going on in my subconscious that were causing me to feel the way that I was feeling. And I've been working on a lot of methods of how to rectify that issue, or just like what mentally rewiring looks like. It's a continuous journey, so don't worry, I'll have another one of these in like 30 days. But I just wanted you to know how I'm doing so far, which is pretty dang good, I think. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, please let me know. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, you know where to find me. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!